Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'll let it begin by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, HAWAKAKWADASH. Our double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, to all the dedicated brothers out there that's giving their due diligence and serving Yahweh. Through his only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, in sincerity and truth. Alright, again, I'd like to say Shalom. Alright, today's topic I'd like to touch on: don't underestimate your enemy. Right? Do not underestimate your enemy. Because, it's been going around, talk's been going around how, well, it doesn't necessarily even got to be going around amongst, us, but, the whole world should see how Trump came in, right? He came in strong, right? He came in passing all kinds of laws, putting a pause on everything that's going on, to figure out where all this money is coming from, what it's doing, and where they could be more efficient at, but point being, as for our people, Jake, you thinking, you got comfortable in a place that don't belong to you ultimately, right? You got comfortable in a place, and you got comfortable in a place and got comfortable with people that don't even like you, man. They don't accept you here, right? This place is set up for captivity, right? This place is literally a big ass prison, right? The only thing you're gonna be set up doing here in America is working. You're a slave, man. Once you come out the womb, right? You come out with what? With a birth certificate, right? With a social security number, right? To identify who you are, so what? So they could keep track, right? So they could keep track of what under items. That's ultimately a bill, not a bill of sale, but a title, right? A title of ownership, like you owned a car, what they will call the pink slip or the title, right? To a proof of ownership, and that's what a birth certificate, and a social security number goes into. Right, but point being, our people, underestimated this devil, and now this devil is showing his horns, man. All right, so like always, Lord, when this lesson's edifying, right, we're going to get straight to it. And ultimately, when I say don't underestimate your enemies, because, again, in Jake's mind, right, in Jake's mind, Esau, Edom could be forgiven, right, or, he ain't so bad. Right, never trust thy enemies, as the scriptures say, right? Let me bring this out. This book of Revelations 12:12, and this is going to be a simple lesson, really not going into too much. It's just a video I want to play. I might be talking over that video because ultimately it's just going into the prison they're getting ready to send Jake to, right? The brothers have been talking about it in the thread. I just went ahead and just go ahead and just make a video on it. Revelations 12:12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down onto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Esau, Edom knows it, right? They even confirmed it with the doomsday clock going now to, what is it, 89 seconds, right? They know that they know that there's not much longer left, right? And the elites really know of why, because of the chariot signs, because the Israelites is woken up, as history repeats itself, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua will deliver us. Lord's will, we of that number that go out there and well, the elect is gonna be out there, Lord willing. Me and the brothers are a part of that number. All right, but again, the devil's come down on you, having great wrath.
All right, we're gonna go in here
Because he know that he has but a short time. But man, they getting ready to send Jake to one of the coldest prisons in the world, man. Right? I'm gonna play a few and then I'm gonna go ahead and pause it and just talk over it. Pause.
Even as I'm stepping through these doors, I don't fully grasp what we're about to walk into. Suddenly, you're hit with the intense gaze of dozens locking onto you. These men described as the worst of the worst, tattooed with reminders of El Salvador's dark past. It's tense and uncomfortable. But here, officials say comfort isn't meant to exist. There's no mattresses, there's no sheets. You've got a toilet over here for them to go to the bathroom. You've got this basin here that they use to bathe themselves. And then you can see there's a barrel of water that they can drink from. This is a rare look inside El Salvador's terrorism confinement center, known as Secot. He says there's always somebody standing here in front of the cells. And then if you look up, there's another corridor with more security personnel. Luz 24 horas. 24/7 light. The prison sits like an isolated fortress, nestled in mountainous terrain, about an hour and a half drive from the capital.
Yeah, this is ultimately what it's heading to, right? They gonna deem Jake a terrorist group because of, because ultimately just because of how they feel. Let me go ahead and bring that out because they do it because they could practice it because it's in the let me just go ahead and bring that out. I got two to bring out. This is the book of Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands, simply because they could do it, man. Simply because they play the role of being God, right? The elders was going into how the word power, when you go into it, it goes into the word Allah, right? So because they're in a position to be as God, right? Yeah. So God like mighty one, right? So that's really what that's going into, right? But point being, simply because they could do it, right? Esau, Edom don't need no reason to start, demonizing the Israelites. Seriously, the scriptures say some of you shall be sent into prison, man, right? It's the book of Job 13:4, right? But ye are forgers of lies, meaning they push. When you forge something, what do you make it stick, right? So, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value, right? You're a doctor that's you're a doctor that doesn't qualify to be one, meaning that you're not in you don't represent any kind of help. You don't help at all, or you just a bug out with one of those white robes on, and and people automatically think that you qualify. But it doesn't work that way. But point being, ye are forgers of lies, meaning they'll make these lies stick if they want to. The same as them saying that the real Jews are those that live in the land today. The same lies, they put on the tribes, saying that you're black, you're Mexican, you're this and that. Those are all lies, and Esau, Edom started all that, man. Right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. Right? See, again, this is all prophecy, so that's why, it doesn't really it doesn't really startle us, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really we don't pay no mind to it, of course, some brothers, brothers might be scared, but our faith is in YAHAWASHI, right? Revelations 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So even here it says don't fear none of those things, because what you might be put in a position to fear, because it's gonna be hectic, man. They're gonna start breaking in doors and start, what it says, not coming in as a flood, sparing. Let me just bring it out, Salaki. Just the book of Second Esdras, 16 verse 64. That's not it. Yep, this is the book of Second Esdras 16:70. For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, right? Let's look up the word insurrection. I believe it's a gathering or an uproar, right? Act of putting in, directly from the late Latin insertionem. A putting in, a noun action from past particles stem from Latin insert to graft, implant. That insertion, Slaki. I'm reading something completely different. Slaki, that insurrection. Slaki, that was my mistake. Right, an uprising against civil authority, right? But in this case, they're gonna be rising up against who? Against those that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because what? It's in the power of their hands. Right? Going back into this, there's gonna be a sedition among men. They're gonna take actions to them on their own. Right, Second Esdras 16:70. For there shall be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Odd One. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Outer One, right? Ultimately, this is going to happen in all Israel, right? Jacob's trouble, but, they're going to try to target the elect, but, through the Spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to hide us from all that, but they're going to try. The whole thing about it is they're going to try, It's the book of Second Revelations 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, again going back into what we brought out in Revelations the 12th chapter, the devil, right, is coming down on you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time, right? You got to watch out for this individual. And who's the devil? The devil is referring to Esau, Edom, right? Those that's on a higher level of knowledge, those that actually make the shots, right? Even though all these Edomites are devils, but this is referring to those that have might in their hands. They got some kind of say so. A peon Edomite ain't gonna be able to, bust no moves that the elite is gonna listen to, man. Where fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. See, when we break this down, it doesn't necessarily mean a prison, but at this point, the things that we're seeing, it could actually be a prison, because just a concentration camp. Anywhere that they could detain you and isolate you from the public. That's what, just like Walmart, once they clear that shit out, that's going to be a good place, to hold individuals, or Costco. Right? Those are big buildings, man. Right? The devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried. That's Yahweh Shem Yahshua's trial for you, right? Going back into what we brought out in 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, when you read, I believe it's verse 73, says, then ye shall know who my chosen is, they shall be tried. Like, let me just go ahead and bring it out. Right, verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold and the fire, meaning you walking into adversity, man, going through hard times, right? But you're gonna, if you are of the elect, you're gonna pass with flying colors, man. No matter what Esau does to you, even if he be put in a position to kill you, you still gonna rise up first, as long as you remain faithful, which that's what this is getting ready to go into. And ye shall be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right? You might be put in a position to face death, man. Right? It might really get that serious. Right? Do not underestimate your enemies, man. Right? This is what's going on right now. Right? And it's crazy too, is because this is Zebulon. Right? Let me see. El Salvador, yeah, this is Zebulon. Right? That's trying to house Jake, just sell out probably Edomites in that joint, that just speak Spanish. But just the whole setup, man, makes it difficult for anybody to go in and out of. Right? This ain't your average prison. Right? There's guards 24/7, even though there's guards in the prison, but not to this capacity, man. This is overkill. And they said this is for the violent offenders. But ultimately, if you serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua, they don't need no reason, man. They could deem you as a violent individual because of what you believe in. Just the strength that you believe that Esau Edom needs to be put to death once the Messiah rises up. Right? Just because you feel and think that way, see Esau Edom, man. He don't need no reason to do what he does, man. The world is given to his hands, man. Right?
Electrified fencing.
At 15,000 volts.
15,000 volts. More than 1,000 security personnel, guards, police, and military are stationed on site. Inmates are assigned to
That's the spirit, though. I'm not gonna.
one of 8 sectors. The director tells me the inmates, once they're inside one of these sectors, they never leave. Everything is done within, including doctors, as well as legal visits or court hearings. Each sector holds more than 24 large cells. Roughly 80 inmates per cell, but it can fluctuate. Most bear the markings of the gangs that held this nation hostage for decades, committing brutal acts of violence.
You gotta kill people, you gotta rob, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
You have to do those things.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
And if you didn't do those things, you... Hola. Juan Carlos, yo soy David. Juan Carlos tells me
Yeah, but you know the point was made, man. I'm not gonna drag this on. You know, it was a quick lesson. You gotta understand who Esau Edom is, man. That he is not your friend. Right? This is the book of Sirach 12 and 10. Right? Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. There's not one time where Esau Edom is gonna be fair with you, man. Right? He's double tongued. Right? What he said, he speaketh as a dragon, but as he appears as a lamb. Right? I'm paraphrasing, it could be the other way around. But you're never supposed to trust this individual, man, because he doesn't mean any good. Right? Esau Edom is the devil, man, and that's to be understood. Right? The sooner you understand that, you know, the stronger you're gonna be in the end. You're not gonna be puzzled of why this dude is turning on you. No, you already expected it to happen. Right? This is the book of Sirach 14 and 6. There is none that is worse than he that envieth himself. He envieth other Edomites. Right? And this is a recompense of his wickedness. If he do it good, he do it unwillingly. Right? And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. Right? In the end, you're going to understand what this man's agenda was the whole time. The envious man has a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. Right? A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. Right? But that's the point, though, right? Esau Edom is not to be trusted. This man, nothing good could come from an Edomite. He is not to be trusted. You don't underestimate your enemy, man. Stop underestimating, your enemy. Esau Edom is our enemy, and he's gunning for those that serve YAHAWASHI. Do you think Trump don't know what the fuck is going on, man? Right? You don't think these Edomites, they gotta, these Edomites be trying to be smart and be into all kinds of shit, talking about some shit from the past, talking about some science, some history. You tell me this demon Trump don't know about the Israelites, man? Right? He couldn't wait to get back. Matter of fact, this demon wanted to pass a law to bring back the guillotines. Right? What does that remind you of? Right? It's the book of Revelation. Right? See, prophecy is coming to pass. That's why it don't bother us, man. This is all prophecy in YAHAWASHI. If this is because the Bible said it, it just further verifies that YAHAWASHI is faithful and true, meaning that he is going to come through for those that believe in him, man. Book of Revelations 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witnesses of YAHAWASHI, and for the word of the Most High, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither received the mark upon his foreheads or in their hands. And they shall live and reign with Mashiach 1,000 years. But the point is, because you're gonna deny Esau Edom's help, right? They gonna throw your ass in one of them camps, man. They gonna try to, right? Because that's not the lot for every individual that serve YAHAWASHI. The scriptures talking about be ready for the battle, and be as pilgrims in those days, right? There's different tribulations for different individuals, right? And you just gotta believe in YAHAWASHI, because the Most High is not gonna put something upon you that you're not gonna be able to handle. Just believe and pray. All right, but again, top of being, man, do not underestimate your enemy, man. He's coming down strong for a reason. All right, because he understands that he has but a short time. All right, so I'm gonna end off here, Lord willing. The lesson was edifying. I'd like to end off by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Harakak Wadash. All right, double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom, shalom.